Hello everybody and welcome to Rizzo Rink in Center City, Philadelphia for the early game in this Wednesday night doubleheader here in one of the more famed box lacrosse rinks on the East Coast and probably in the country. I'm Caden Stewart. I have coverage for you for both the early and late games on this Wednesday night. The early game about to get underway between the Outlaws and the Thunder. Thunder hoping to rebound after a heartbreaker 10-9 loss to the Moore Dudes on Monday night. And less than 48 hours later, hit the floor again against the Outlaws, hoping for a bounce back. Connor Atkinson will make his return to the net today. No additional suspension issued after he was ejected from Monday night's game for a collision and some tussle in the aftermath. I'm not sure if some tussle is the right term, but some pushing and shoving afterwards. Registered an ejection for Atkinson. But he's back in net today. He gets the start for the Thunder. Getting the start for the Outlaws is number 0, Kieran Clark. Clock running, so we'll have a delayed start to this one. Will Mayen will take on Brian Sullivan in the main circle to get this one underway. Mayen in blue for the Outlaws. Sullivan in yellow and black for the Thunder. Opening draw is Swadas into the corner by the scorer's table and won by the Thunder, who will get their first clean possession of the game. Thunder ball, a few stutter steps, now pass in for Quan, who scored a goal against the Moore Dudes earlier on, and Quan will have his first shot of the day saved by Kieran Clark. I should make note, I said before the Thunder had lost on Monday night, they had won, as backup goalkeeper Alec Rubman had come on in relief of Atkinson and able to get the win out for the Thunder. They won 10-9. It was Ryan Kwan scoring a last-minute goal to give them the win there. Back the other way, the Outlaws running out of time on the shot clock. Neither side can get clean possession here just yet, and now the Outlaws have a violation called on them. Last touch by number 16, Dylan Portnoy, but not much he could do with it once he got the ball. Thunder the other way, got a shot on goal, but again eaten up by Clark, so both sides exchanged fast possessions. And now it's back to the Outlaw ball, making a man miss around mid-ring, was one of the Outlaws, and now George Downey will get a pass. That's Aiden Miranda, who made a man miss around the midline. Downey directs traffic. Stainer in the middle, trying to take a pass, couldn't bring it in. Now has to play it off the glass. Shot clock to 7 and to 6. Stainer in traffic, that turns the ball over. Back the other way come the Thunder, and they have help. 2-on-2, a pass to the middle, a spin by Resch. Into space now the near circle. Now up to the top. Better of it was Kyle Marr. Marr. The player loses stick. Now Marr straight in on net. Shoulder pad save made by Kieran Clark, pardon me. Austin Connor put up the rebound. Shot clock resets now at 20 as Connor to the top. Nostrand shoots, he scores. And John Nostrand gets the Thunder on the board first. It's 1-0 with a goal from number 0. Ensuing face-off is won by Will Mayen and the Outlaws. They'll get their first face-off win of the day. Both sides have one in the early going. Sean Smith takes the pass over by us. Smith to Dylan Portnoy around the blue line. Portnoy at the top of the far circle, checks one down, and a shot goes wide past Atkinson. Rebound is played off the boards, not the back pad of Atkinson. And above the way come Brian Kwan and the Thunder. Kwan passes out wide. Now Kwan takes another pass right in front of the net, but had it go in and out of his stick. Knocked away. Ball again knocked loose from an Outlaw. Tried to take it away. That being Caden Hall. Now whistle sounds against the Outlaws, so it'll be a fresh shot clock. 30 seconds more for the Thunder to work with. Brian Beatson takes a pass, and Beatson's forced across the midline. Now comes back into space in the middle. Beatson all the way in. Took a shot that was wide of Clark. Shot clock won't reset. Now down to 13. Beatson wants another go at it. This one shoots and he scores. Second time to charm for Beatson. And it's Beatson and John Nostrand getting the first 2 goals of the game for the Thunder. It's 2-0. Face-off won by the Outlaws as they went back-to-back. They can capitalize on this more recent win, though, as Dan Racine with a shot sent wide, and the rebound comes off the glass back to the Thunder. So far, the Outlaws have not had a possession which resulted in multiple shots. Only one and dones thus far. The Thunder hoping to get their 3rd goal of the game early. A shot was sent wide. Lucas Spence had a look, couldn't get it on net. Back the other way come the Outlaws, all the way in. A shot, they score. And the Outlaws get some momentum back. It's James at Crispino, who went end to end. They can get right up from the midline. And correction on the goal scorer was 77, not 17. Matt Krasuski will get the credit for the goal. And Krasuski goes from the blue line all the way in and makes it 2-1. Face-off is sent in toward the Outlaw offensive zone by Mayen. Mayen now fighting for the loose ball after. Both sides still fighting for it. Now Ryan Kwan takes it away for the Thunder. A quick pass out in front and a shot and a sliding save made by Kieran Clark. A shot on goal came from Seamus McCloskey. Thunder will hold the ball, wait for some fresh legs to come on. Nicholas Wolf currently with possession. Wolf sent one out wide, looking for Solomon Hess. And a delayed call was going against the Outlaws, so Atkinson came out of his own net. But Outlaws touched the ball relatively quickly. There'll be a 2-minute minor for slashing going against the Outlaws, and Will Mayen gets the call. So Mayen comes off, 2-1 Thunder lead. There'll be a man up for the next minute, 48 seconds and ticking. Nostrand sent out wide, a shot, one bounce, they score, and the Thunder capitalized on the man up just 16 seconds in. And the goal was scored by Austin Connor, his first of the game. So Connor gets the goal on the man up, back to even strength. 6:48 to go on the game clock in this first frame. Aiden Miranda across mid-rank. Miranda with Hessing close coverage, trying to find room. Miranda tied up, spinning around. The shot clock almost halfway expired. Miranda hasn't got to the blue line yet. Now Miranda drops one off, he'll sub off. He goes to Downey. Downey taking his time, shot clock to now in single digits. James Malk has it in the middle. Malk couldn't get a clean shot off. It's still loose, and it's a violation against the Outlaws. And the Thunder will get it back, but the momentum will be slowed, at least momentarily, as Pat Smith will almost lost the ball. Now Smith with the wayward pass should go all the way back down behind Connor Atkinson. Atkinson tried to scoop it up, he could not. And there was a brilliant chance in front by the Outlaws, which was almost capitalized as Krasuski about a foot away from his second goal of the game early on. But just couldn't bring it in as Atkinson was out of his net. Now cutting in are the Thunder, and a shot was saved again by Kieran Clark. Dylan Portnoy has it now for the Outlaws. They're back the other way. Portnoy behind the backhand pass, pardon me, in the middle, went wide, and the shot was not gotten off on Atkinson. Here come the Thunder the other way with a chance, and the shot was saved again. Lucas Spence turned away by Kieran Clark. Connor Resch takes the pass between the circles. Resch out wide, and I guess the return feed in the far circle. Resch lost it, and taken away by the Outlaws. That's Aiden Miranda yet again. Miranda around the midline. He goes to Downey. Downey, a one bounce pass, tried to find Crispino. He could not. Back over the right company, Thunder with men to help. Brian Daly, the captain, to the middle. A shot, they score. Daly, the assist, and Traeger Hogarth will score the fourth goal of the game for the Thunder. Late feed out in front as Daly hits up Hogarth in the middle to make it 4-1. Face-off violation against the Thunder. The Outlaws will begin this fresh possession with the ball. Pass to the middle, looking for Racine, turned away, and it's another violation against the Outlaws. It appears someone's up in the crease. That being Dylan Portnoy as he comes off. Thunder ball the other way with under 4 to go in this first period. Pass to the middle, a shot right in the chest pad of Kieran Clark. And again, now the rebound out in front, open net, but great defense played by the Outlaws. They were able to keep the shot away. Caden Hall with close coverage to prevent any shot attempt getting off as again Clark out of his own net. So both Clark and Atkinson getting away with leaving the back door open. Another shot on goal was through the legs of Clark, but ushered out wide. Another save made by the Outlaw goaltender. Now the Outlaws offense will take it away. And just slow the pace and give Clark a breather. Brendan Hardison took it across mid-rink and will sub off behind the play. From the top, Downey whips one on goal. He scores. From the top of the far circle, George Downey gets his first of the game, and it's now a 4-2 lead. Violation on the face-off against the Outlaws, so it's Thunder ball. 2:15 to play in this first period. 4-2 the Thunder lead. Only one penalty thus far in the opening frame. That was against the Outlaws and capitalized on by the Thunder. Shot clock ticking as Kieran Clark will drop off his first pass in the fresh possession. James Crispino will come off and make his one and only pass. Another shot attempt off the leg pad of Atkinson, taken by Portnoy from the top. Now back to Thunder ball. One bounce pass in front, they score. Michael Carbone was in the right spot at the right time, and a one-on-none is able to beat Kieran Clark, goes between the legs to the 5-hole, and it's now 5-2. Face-off is still contested for and fought for as the Outlaws will win it off the glass. Caden Hawk on the Roman Catholic sign, battling with Lucas Spence for the ball. Hawk will lose that battle, at least for the moment. Now the Outlaws trying to get back on it. Swatting at it was Evan Swiker. It comes over by the broadcast booth. Now Swiker over to this near side. Brian Kwan subs off. Comes into the blue line into the near circle. Shot clock to 10 and to 9 and ticking. Game clock to 40. Pass in the middle, a shot saved by Kieran Clark again. Now the Outlaws back the other way, behind the back, one bounce shot attempt was turned away by Atkinson. Now violation against the Thunder. It's back to Outlaw ball in the offensive zone. Game clock ticking to 17-16. Shot clock no longer a factor and disabled. Outlaw ball. Dylan Portnoy around the blue line. Portnoy gives to Stainer, winds and fires. One hop off the glass. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3. Ball still loose. Thunder have it. One pass and no shot gets off in time. And the Outlaws have that unscathed, at least in the final moments. 30 more to come in this early game. And it's a 3-goal lead to the Thunder. Goaltenders will remain the same for either side to begin the second period. Kieran Clark for the Outlaws and Connor Atkinson as per usual for the Thunder. Running clock, the first few seconds have elapsed as we're down to 14:48 to play in the game. Opening face-off in the second period, won by the Thunder. Quick pass in front, and the Thunder score right off the bat again without skipping a beat. And waiting to see the official scores to who the goal is by. It's by Seamus McCloskey. As McCloskey with the pass from Solomon Hess, scoring the opening goal in the second period. This face-off fought 4-1 by the Outlaws. Evan Swiker taking it away. Swiker in the pass to the near side. George Downey has it in the corner. Downey to the middle. Philip Malesio took a shot which went off the back glass. Rebound came back out to the middle, and it's still fought for and taken away by Downey in the Outlaw offense. Shot clock reset as the shot was on goal from Malesio. Now Downey takes 2 steps, winds and fires, and it was blocked somewhere along the way by a Thunder player. Sent out of play, so it will be Outlaw ball with a fresh shot clock. Ball wound up all the way back down in the realm of Kieran Clark. Outlaw ball, quick pass in the middle, comes up empty. A pass attempt was by James Malk, but went off fine. Ball is loose around the Thunder bench as Downey fighting for it. Downey underneath, shot attempt, and turned away by Atkinson. One hop off the pads. As the Outlaw bench was yelling for Downey to get over and get the ball, which he did in time. As Atkinson again was out of his net. He's been aggressive in doing so thus far. Both the defenders have, for that matter. Now for the Thunder offense, Kyle Marr in front, and Marr sets it up and scores again. Morrow get his second point on the assist, and Solomon Hess, who just had the assist on the McCloskey goal, will now get his second point as well, and it's 7-2 Thunder. Ensuing face-off won by the Outlaws. They have dominated so far in the main circle. It's have been able to capitalize off face-off wins thus far. Winning the draw and taking the first shot of the possession was Caden Hawk, but he was turned away. Hawk now between the blue line at the midline, trying to take an off-angle pass. It's intercepted by the Thunder. Right the other way they come, and all the way in, taking a shot and making a save was Clark. Shot came from McCloskey. Second attempt is again turned away, as Marr took that one and put it on net. And now Caden Hawk will pick up the loose change on the pass from Kieran Clark, and back the other way come the Outlaw offense. James Malk a shot, and Malk scores from the top. Malk will get the assist on the Dylan Portnoy goal, and it's now 7-3 as Portnoy will get his first. Violation on the face-off against the Outlaws, Evan Swinker, so it's back to Thunder ball. Brian Sullivan will take it. Sullivan, his first shot, saved by Clark. Rebound sent into the corner by the Mark Squilla sign and picked up by the Thunder. 10.5 to go in this second period of the early game. Another shot came off the leg pad of Clark. Diving attempt, he scores. What a goal for the Thunder, and it's Austin Connor turning into Superman, diving over the crease. And he's somehow able to stay out to avoid the penalty, and not much Kieran Clark could do about that one. And it's now 8-3 Thunder. So off the face-off, it's Outlaw ball. Goaltender change happened into the previous Thunder goal. We'll get to that in just a second as the Outlaws are in the offensive zone. Brendan Hardison has it. Hardison into the far corner. Another shot attempt that went through the legs of Atkinson. Took a weird hop and went by on the left side. And coming Thunder the other way is Resch. Resch to the middle, a shot, and the rebound came out wide to that far left corner by the Blue Cross sign. Now Ryan Kwan will take it around the blue line with under 9 to go in the second period. Kwan around the main circle, around the blue line. Kwan went in for Nostrand. Nostrand back to Kwan, shot clock to 3-2. Kwan, a shot sent wide of the new Outlaw goalkeeper in Matt Kuhn, wearing number 77 tonight. See, he comes on in relief with Kieran Clark. One bounce shot, they score. The Outlaws the other way will have an answer, and this one's James Malk. One hop, and it's through Atkinson. It's now 8-4. Face off, won by the Thunder. Solomon Hess has it around the outskirts of the blue line. Hess will go to Declan Hogarth. Hogarth around the blue line. Hogarth cutting in, making space, and Hogarth lost the ball on the way in. Had a chance at it. Evans swiper aggressive into the corner. A hand went up. Let's see what happens here as Atkinson was hustling over to his sideline. The officials appear to be addressing a penalty to someone, and it appears to be against the Outlaws as expected. So it'll be a penalty against either side. Penalty against the Thunder is against Hogarth. A penalty against the Outlaws is Ian and Bittenbender. Both were holding one of their respective items. For the Thunder was holding the stick, and for the Outlaws was holding a player. Both 2 minutes, and we'll stay. We'll be 4-on-4 lacrosse for the next 2 minutes. As Atkinson, back the other way, made a great save. An Outlaw shot. Now sticking with the 4-on-4 theme, it's back to Thunder ball. Kyle Marr in front. Marr shot, and it's stayed out. As Marr an aggressive push in toward the net. Made contact with Matt Kuhn, and there's another penalty will be issued here. Penalty is against number 51, Kyle Marr, for interference to see a charge in it. So we'll have 4-on-3 lacrosse for the next minute and 3 seconds. And if needed, the Outlaws will be a man up for the following 43 seconds after that. Philip Malesio, the shot attempt, it's wide to the left side of Atkinson, all the way back down the area of Matt Kuhn. And now violations against Matt Kuhn. It'll be Thunder ball. So about as few people as you'll see on the floor during a game, during a box lacrosse game, I should say. Only 7 guys on the floor. Well, 9 if you count the goaltenders, but 4-on-3 and typical 5-on-5. Makes it easier for me though. Connor Resch has it in the far circle. Resch driving in, now goes behind the net. Return feed back to Resch was thought about and thought better of. As not pulling the trigger was Solomon Hess. Outlaw ball the other way as Hess was then whistled off. One quick shot, and it was deflected off a piece of the pad of Atkinson and sent off the backboards. Slowing the pace is Solomon Hess, who will finally pick it up around the bottom line. 26 and 25 seconds ticking off. We're back to 5-on-4 for the next 30 seconds in favor of the Outlaws. About a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. I expect the Thunder to hold on to the ball here for a decent amount of time, try to kill some more time of that penalty. Making a move in is Solomon Hess. Now Hess a shot, and Hess scores! A man-down goal for Solomon Hess, and it's now 9 for Thunder, and that should kill the remainder of the penalty. Nine for Thunder with 4:10 to play in the second period. Outlaws hoping to get some momentum back. Face-off is won by the Outlaws, taking it away from the moment, Brady Hawk. Hawk's first look goes to Joe Stainer, a veteran defenseman. Now Malesio in the middle. Malesio lost the pass. All the way back down come the Thunder, and we're back to full strength as Nicholas Wolf with a one-bounce shot. And it was stuck in the pads momentarily by Matt Kuhn. And Kuhn, after making this save, The whistle blown on him again, and it's back to Thunder ball. Pass to the middle, Hogarth a shot, and it deflected wide. Rebound played almost off the board, instead of being taken down. Coming back the other way was James DeCrispino. Thunder will hold on to it. Ryan Kwan has it in the corner. Kwan gets the return feed from Austin Connor, and now a tie-up. So it's an Outlaw, and the Thunder were engaging in some extracurricular activities. And between both number 17s, as Brian Beatson and James DeCrispino will both be sent off. So back to 4-on-4 lacrosse just like that for the next minute, 42 seconds. Outlaws hoping to take advantage. A shot sent high at the net. Down is played off the glass by the Outlaws all the way in deep in their offensive zone. It's Brandon Hardison. Hardison behind the net, tripped up, knocked down, back to the Thunder ball as Hardison had a chance at it. But I thought Atkinson tripped him. Austin Connor in the circle, Connor to Lucas Spence. Spence between the circles. Spence's shot sent high and wide off the glass. Rebound in and out of the stick of an Outlaw who slips down. 4-on-2 in front. Matt Kuhn makes 2 saves and couldn't make a third. Crease violation though against Ryan Kwan. So the goal scored will not count as Matt Kuhn, all he can do is throw his hands up and try to make a save there. Unable to on the third time, but 2 great saves before it, and it brings about the crease violation. 45 seconds more, 4-on-4. In front, make it 5-on-4 in favor of the Outlaws, with the 5-on-4 in favor of the Thunder, with the Outlaws look at the shot on goal, and goal right there. And this one again by Dylan Portnoy. He'll get his second of the game. .15 seconds to play on that penalty. The Outlaws will be called for a delay of game, and now calls for the clock to stop, and it will, with 59.5 seconds to play in the second period. 5 seconds listed to be left on the man down for the Outlaws. And it appears it'll stay 4-on-4. And once clear possession is gained, then we're back to 5-on-5. So the Outlaws come out of that 4-on-4 on top. They score 1 and the Thunder none in that last 2-minute section. 40 seconds to go. Thunder win the draw. We're back to 5-on-5. Both sides of the 5th man on around the same time. Diving attempt in front. Sullivan sent that one wide. Rebound popped up high. Caden Hawk fighting for it. Now back the other way come the Outlaws, and launching into the corner was Kuzuski. Kuzuski tried to play defense the other way. He could not. Now a timeout called by the Thunder. 13.1 seconds to play in the second period. It's a 9-5 Thunder lead, looking to go up top by 5 heading into the final frame. .13 seconds to go in the second period. Thunder leading by 4. Brian Sullivan has it around the blue line. Sullivan gets the return feed between the circles this time, sends one out wide. Wind up shot, save Matt Kuhn. Rebound back to Sullivan, he couldn't get the shot off in time. It's sent once, wouldn't matter regardless. But we'll have a 90-second break. We're through 30 minutes of play. 9-5 lead for the Thunder going to the final frame and work to do for the Outlaws. Running clock to begin this third period. 9-5 lead for the Thunder after the first 30 minutes of play. 15 more to come in this early game on Wednesday night. Goaltenders will remain the same as they did to conclude the second period. Matt Kuhn for the Outlaws, Connor Atkinson for the Thunder. Face-off will be awarded to the Outlaws and a violation by the Thunder. Joe Sainer will roll the pass over to his teammate, just subs on James Mock. Mock from the blue line, shot attempt sent wide. Rebound comes back out to Dylan Portnoy, who wants a third goal today. Denied there as Portnoy's pass will wind up in the stick of the Thunder. It was Ryan Kwan sending one in deep. Forced to chase it down momentarily is Kwan's teammate Solomon Hess. Pass behind the back look, sent high. Ryan Daly couldn't bring it in. Inside Sullivan does. Sullivan sends one again wide as Daly tries to track it down. Daly tied up. And now whistle sounds. We'll see what this call is for. Seems like it's against the Outlaws. So the first penalty of this third period will go against the Outlaws, a 2-minute minor against the bench for an illegal substitution. So we'll have 5-on-4 lacrosse. Sullivan dishes to Kyle Marr. Marr gets the return feed back to Sullivan. Sullivan, a one-bounce pass. One-bounce shot, pardon me, which is wide of Matt Kuhn. The Outlaws are moving back that back line, so it's back to Thunder ball. Sullivan at the top, looking for space, dishes out, and a shot saved by Matt Kuhn. Rebound comes back out to Sullivan on the blue line. Sullivan gives to Connor, who was checking the boards hard by us. Brzezinski laid down the hit. Sullivan recovers around the blue line. Sullivan back, and a shot off the face mask of Evan Twiker. And it'll go all the way back down near Connor Atkinson. Picked up by the Thunder goaltender. He gives to Sullivan. Shot clock to 6. Sullivan dishes a shot. They score. Just before the horn, it's Austin Connor, who's able to get it through the legs of Matt Kuhn, who just couldn't corral it behind him. And it's now 10-5. face-off won by Sullivan, and right off the draw, gets a shot on goal, turned away by Matt Kuhn. Second chance by Kyle Moore, also turned away. Now again, the Thunder trying to pick up and create some space, but they could not. As Caden the Hawk will scoop up the ground ball. And the Hawk, his pass is a little bit behind Sean Smith, unable to be brought in. Brian Kwan out across, and Kwan off the backboards sends his pass wide. Mike Carbone has it. Carbone just inside the blue line to the middle, looking for Kwan. Didn't get there, but it got to his teammate in Carbone. He's in the shot on goal, which went wide. Thunder ball off the rebound, making a fresh shot clock. Hogarth for Kwan. Kwan, a shot. Down, King all back out. Back down by Atkinson. Shot clock to 10. Atkinson dishes for Ryan Kwan. Or, pardon me, that's Beatsy. But Beatsy goes to Carbone. Carbone pressured back. Went back to the top looking for Kyle Marr. But unable to get to him, and it's one of the few shot clock violations we've seen today against the Thunder. Hardison trying to find a loose ball in his offensive zone for the Outlaws. He could not. And now Thunder ball. Nicholas Wolf across mid-ring. Wolf back to Lucas Spence. Spence's shot, loose on the outskirts of the crease and brought in by the Outlaws. 10-15 to go in regulation time. The Outlaws need to get to work. A shot on goal, save, rebound, shot, they score. And just as I say it, the Outlaws are getting some momentum back, and it's number 96, George Downey, getting his second goal of the game. He joins Portland away as the two Outlaws have multiple goals today. .9:35 to go in regulation time. This face-off won by the Thunder and John Nostrand. Cross mid-ring. Nostrand to Austin Connor. Connor, near circle. Connor to the middle. Pump fake behind the back. Jansen now turning away the front-handed look with Aiden Miranda playing good defense there for the Outlaws. Shot clock to 5. Sullivan with 2 men on him. Went in deep. Shot saved, and the rebound will come out to the Outlaws. Krzyzewski fighting for it. And now checking into the glass, looking to recover. He cannot. Back to the Thunder ball and turned away by Matt Kuhn. Top style shot attempt. Comes up empty. And now a shove from behind by Stainer. He does it again, and now some pushing and shoving into the play. Stainer mad. Stainer drawing it with Lucas Spence. Pushing clear out sooner rather than later. Spence and Stainer will sub off. Penalty is assessed to. Just over 8 minutes to play in the third. 10-6 lead for the Thunder. It seems like the Outlaws go a man down. Time will stop with 8:05 on the clock. As the officials will be fair about this one. Fairly hot night in Philadelphia today. When I got to the makeshift broadcast, we have a the wall behind me with a little bit of condensation, I believe is the term. But it's just wet stuff on the wall, which was a little bit weird and off-putting. But it seems to be all good now. Still a hot night, though. So far, the Thunder have been the hotter team in this game. And it looks like penalties will be issued against both teams. As right now, the scoreboard showing a 2-minute penalty going against both Joe Sainer of the Outlaws and Solomon Hess of the Thunder. And now a 5-minute penalty will be added against the Outlaws. This one 5 minutes against number 25, and a 2-minute penalty is also added for the Thunder against Lucas Spence. So it looks like the Thunder will be down a man with 8:01 on the clock now as the clock ran for a brief few seconds. And this time we'll get a formal summary. So it appears we'll have 3-on-3 lacrosse. Only 3 guys on either side at the moment. And now a 4th will come on for the Outlaws. Maybe short-lived though. And it will be. So 3-on-3 lacrosse, or 4-on-3. I was at the first time, that's what I thought. 4-on-3. Favor of the Outlaws, as Malesio with the Outlaws fresh possession took a pass that was sent out wide. Now Thunder ball on the near side. James Malk has it. Malk lost the ball as Sick fell out, so the ball with it. And the Thunder will take it back up the other way. 7.5 to go in this third period. 10-6 for the Thunder, who currently have the ball. Under possession, Brian Daly killing some clock. Now a shot on goal, which may have been deflected by Matt Kuhn. They say no. It was last touched by Daly and the Thunder, so it's back to Outlaw ball. Shuffled forward to Crispino. Malesio diving, and he hit Atkinson. The shot attempt went wide, and it looks like Crispino took the brunt of that one. As Atkinson will help him up after the accidental collision. So Philip Malesio will get a 2-minute penalty. 55, 2 minutes for goalie interference. And ironically, I say earlier today on the 4-on-3, it's about as little people as you can get on the floor at one time. Now we see the fewest people on the floor at one time, and the 3-on-3 for the next 15 seconds. And it's one of the rare times where I can see everyone on the floor at one time. This is pretty refreshing. Thunder will hold on to the ball for the moment. Getting some stretching in is the captain, Brian Daly. Oh, pardon me, that's Kyle Marr. Marr getting some stretching in. Marr gets the return. He shoots, he scores, and the stretching works for Kyle Marr. his first goal of the game after a few chances over the course of the day, and it's now 11-6 Thunder. So that Thunder goal will release the interference penalty against Malesio. So it'll be 5-on-4 for the moment against the Thunder. Off the draw is Outlaw ball. Scooping it up is to Crispino. Swiker subs off for George Downey, and we're back to 5-on-5, or pardon me, 5-on-4 will remain. Back to 5-on-5. Dylan Portnoy hosts the broadcast booth right in front of the glass. He took the pass and will go right back to the middle. He has Downey on a one-hop shot, which is off the chest pad of Atkinson. Sullivan drops one off, about 4.5 to go. And changed play in regulation time. Sullivan gives a shot, save, no strand, with one on goal. Turned away by Matt. And now Outlaw ball momentarily. Or I say briefly was Outlaw ball. Krasuski couldn't bring in the wayward pass. And now Sullivan will have it around the 2 line. Sullivan between the circles, goes into that far corner. Sullivan back, no strand, and a shot was saved off the foot of Matt Kuhn and sent out of play. Over the heads of the guys on the Outlaw bench. And Thunder ball yet again. No strand between the circle and the blue line. Now whistle sounding, there were 2 balls on the floor. So we'll reset the possession. No strand has it. 20 seconds remaining on the penalty listed on the board. We're back to 5-on-5 full strength. Ryan caught a shot attempt on goal, which is saved by Matt Kuhn. His second chance again turned away by Kuhn. He stuck his foot out in that bottom corner. He's able to turn it away. And a timeout called by the Outlaws for some last-minute strategy. Down by 5, 3:10 to play in the third. It would take a miracle for the Outlaws to come back, but crazier things have happened in sports world. 11-6 for the Thunder with 3:10 to go. Tons of work for the Outlaws. Outlaws ball coming out of their own timeout. The first pass was sent wide, and it'll wind up in the stick of the Thunder. Cat Smith has it behind the net. Smith with 2 defenders on him, trying to get away from behind Atkinson. And create space, ball flung all the way down. Tried to hit up Lucas Spence. They've gone slightly off the line. 2:35 to play in regulation time. Thunder too close to the clock. Now we will pass from Spence, picked up by the Outlaws. Well, Downey a shot, save Atkinson. Ball comes up Nicholas Wolf's first pass went to Austin Connor. Sutter step, pass back to Wolf, sent a little bit high. Played off the glass. Wolf back to Connor. Connor a shot, and Austin Connor scores. And Connor now with a solo team lead, a 4th goal today, and 12-6 Thunder lead. They saw violation called against the Thunder, so it would be outlaw ball. Under 90 seconds to play in the third, so it would be a Thunder win. Wait to see what the final score will be. Currently 12-6 Thunder. Outlaws had a quick shot on goal that was turned away. Carbone up the floor, pressing the issue. Spence will drop it back to Connor Resch. Resch for Hogarth. Hogarth is being kind of targeted the pass back to the middle. He's tied up. 50 seconds to go in the third. Oh, back the other way to Crispino. Shot attempt turned away. Rebound was behind the net. Diving attempt. Did not get through the pads of Atkinson. Thunder ball up the other way. 37 seconds, 36 to go. 9-second difference for the shot clock at 8 o'clock. So the Thunder kill all but 9 seconds. Sullivan from the Outlaw bench. Behind the Outlaw net now. Sullivan holding onto the ball. Checking into the boards. Sullivan losing it. Now lost the ball just behind the net. Shot clock violation on the Thunder. David Mahal has it. Make one quick pass and that'll be it. That concludes the first game from Rizzo Ring today, as the Thunder will defeat the Outlaws 12-6 in the early matchup. One more to come from Rizzo Ring, and this late game tonight will be between the Revolution and the Black Storm. We'll get that to you in just a moment. So thank you for watching this early game. I'm signing off. 12-6 Thunder win. Hello everyone, welcome back to Roseau Ring for the late game on this Wednesday night. This one will be between two playoff hopefuls for this upcoming season, the Revolution and the Black Storm. The early game of this doubleheader just concluded a few moments ago. And that was a 12-6 win for the Thunder against the Outlaws. We are underway in the late game here on this Wednesday night between the Black Storm and the Revolution. The Storm in their typical all-gray uniforms. Revolution in their tan-ish with a red and blue outline. Opening draw was briefly won by the Black Storm. Now a contested ground ball is won by the Storm as well. Nick Fox will track it down around the near boards. Fox through the blue line. We're in the bottom circle. Fox spins, makes space. Nick Fox in front. And shot attempt is eaten up. Right well as James Lindsay gets the rebound. Lindsay back to Nick Fox and a backhanded shot attempt sent really wide. The rebound is all the way back down into the Black Storm bench. Black Storm net, pardon me. Brent Beal got the start in net today for the Black Storm. Another shot attempt from the Storm came out and was sent wide. All the way back down to Osaze Thornton. Thornton picks up the ground ball. Chance at it, but now wayward pass. Turnover as the Black Storm the other way. Nick Fox now one-on-one, turned away again at the doorstep. Another great save by the Revolution. Now it's the Revolution offense back the other way. Scott McMillan sub off. Or pardon me, he's on. He took the pass. McMillan tried to find the rebound after a wayward shot. It's brought in by the Black Storm instead. Andrew Thomas the other way. Thomas found Phil Reuter, one of the two rooters on this team. Thomas fighting for in the glass near us. Now Thomas between the blue line and the midline. Dish it out for Sergio Lasati. His second time facing his former team. Lasati in front, a shot, glove hand save made. As Ryan Cook was denied again on the outskirts of the crease. Another big save made by Sid Johansson who gets to start today for the Revolution. Revolution all the way in, a shot they score, and falling down after the shot. And taking a hit was number 97, that's Ryan Carruthers. And Carruthers will bring the scoreless tie about 3 minutes in. It's 1-0 Revolution. In the main circle, the ground ball is scooped up by the Black Storm. Matt Reuter around the midline. Reuter back for Askenaz. Askenaz, the nearest circle. Askenaz evades. Askenaz in front, knocked the ball loose, and it is waved off. Crease violation against Askenaz. So Revolution ball. Scott McMillan, the first pass, dishes to Ryan Carruthers. Carruthers on the second goal early on in this one, but is turned away. Down came out from the Storm. Storm printing down with help. Jake Stackpole sends one high. And playing Reuter off the glass with Matt Reuter. Reuter a one bounce pass. Stackpole sent that one wide. It's off the boards behind Sid Johansson. Stackpole got their own rebound now. He hits up Nick Fox. Fox with a shot. It's off the pad of Johansson, so the shot clock was reset. It was dwindling in the low single digits. Rebound to Blake Askenaz, sent up high, and his shot is a one bounce, which took the second bounce. It took the hop a little bit too high. Now it'll go off the back netting out of play. Revolution ball, Jeffrey Vedder. Around the blue line. Vedder between the circles. In deep in the corner by the scorer's table. And possession will come to an abrupt end as now the Storm will take away. Sebastian Hamilton with James Lindsay in the nearer circle. Lindsay takes a stick up high. Now Lindsay a one bounce shot, which is deflected and saved by Johansson. Then moves out to Ryan Cook. Cook with a shot, and it found the back of the net, but someone's foot found the crease for the Storm. The goal was waved off. Back the other way came Revolution momentarily. And again, it was saves Thornton. Now Nick Fox in front. Fox a shot, saved Johansson. Rebound is loose and sent wide of Johansson. And now the Storm have the rebound in open space. Posadi by the main circle. Sergio Posadi between the circles, another shot, and that one wide. As Lindsay couldn't block her it in. Shot clock is more than halfway expired. Beal out of his own net. Now Nick Fox in front, and again, crease call against Nick Fox. Second crease violation and has many possessions for the Black Storm. Ball moved out of play off the Revolution, and Black Storm put the ball right back. A lot of back and forth in the early goings here. 8:33 to play in the first period. 1-0 Revolution lead, and it's back to Black Storm possession cleanly. Posadi to Ryan Cook. Cook, Askenaz, shot save off the top of the chest pad of Johansson. Askenaz gets the rebound, diving in the crease. He was able to stay out, so no violation called. The shot was turned away though. So it's back to Black Storm ball. Ryan Cook has it. Shot clock did not reset. Halfway expired now. Nick Fox in the near circle. Fox with a shot attempt, which may have been a pass. And it went by Johansson, it appeared. Now remember, the Black Storm is down on the outskirts of the crease. And that's Blake Askenaz, who's slow to his feet. So Askenaz will sub off, is holding his chest, and we hope he's okay, and hopefully we'll see him back in the game later on. Revolution ball for the moment, though, as the Storm were turned away on that most recent possession. And now a wayward pass, and to be honest with you, I have no idea where that ball went. I didn't see it off the stick or anywhere. Just a bit high and outside on the pass from the Revolution. It's back to the Black Storm ball, as that one went out of play. Eric Russo with a pass out wide. Russo, Posadi, one bounce shot, they score. And Sergio Posadi will even the score for the Black Storm. It's now 1-1 with 6:35 to play in the first. Face-off violation called against the Storm. Revolution ball. It's Ryan Carruthers, the first man to touch it for the team in tan. Carruthers taken down, gets tossed by Jacob Snyder. And Snyder was able to pry the ball loose, and the Black Storm trying to capitalize on the fresh possession, which appears to be short-lived for the moment. Now lost. Eric Russo had it. Russo played on the Revolution bench. Let's get the return feed from Sebastian Hamilton. Russo drops his pass off. A shot is off the face mask and stuck in the chest pad of Sid Johansson. And it was whipped on goal by Sean Quinn. So Johansson will come off for the moment. Johansson's off. That penalty will be called. So the first penalty of the game comes with 5:10 to play in the first frame. And it's against Alex Fleming, a 2-minute minor for holding the stick. So a man up for the Storm, who are down 1-0 for a decent part of the opening period, and even the score at 1 apiece. Sergio Basati scoring the even goal. I dropped my pen onto the rink. I need an assist here. Sean. I got my pen back versus averted. 5:10 to play in this first period. 1-1 still to score. And there'll still be a man up for the Black Storm. Sid Johansson had a wardrobe malfunction, but he's back on the floor. And shout out to Andrew Trainer, number 33 on the Revolution, for getting me my pen back. It had fallen around the top of the boards in front of the broadcast booth, so not quite in the realm of play, but still a stressful few moments. Man up for the Black Storm, 1:40 to go in that man up. Brian Cook back to Nick Fox between the circles. Fox out to Sean Quinn, took the most recent shot, which caused the malfunction in Johansson's pads. Now Nick Fox has the rebound. Shot clock to 8. Fox fires a missile off the glass. Rebound came back out to Quinn. He gets it. Shot clock to 3. Centering feed looking for Basati. Didn't get there, and Fox with one pass too many. As the shot probably wouldn't have reached the goal in time either way, but a wayward pass towards Lindsay, and it's a violation against the Storm. Revolution ball. Andrew Butkus sends one in deep. Shot off the pad and saved by Beal. Rebound comes out to the Storm with 4 to go in the first. Nick Fox between the circles, just inside the blue line. Fox again to Quinn. Return feed. Fox had no one in front of him, but pad save made by Johansson. Quinn lost the ball off the rebound. Fighting for it behind the net is Caden Siddell. Now Siddell's pass sails high of Basati. Shot clock about halfway expired. It will be by the time Basati gets the ball. Basati chasing it up. He fires to Nick Fox. Fox to James Lindsay. Lindsay has a lane and a shot, and it is saved by Johansson. 3 saves thus far on the man up for the Black Storm. 3 saves thus far on the man up for the Storm. All 3 saves made by Sid Johansson, the Revolution goalkeeper. Still a man down the Revolution, only for about 3 seconds. And now no seconds, are back to 5-on-5 full strength. And a great penalty kill there by the Revolution defense. Black Storm ball the other way. It's Revolution with a violation called on them. Askenaz off the glass. Rebound played by Masadi. Masadi around the blue line. Scott Jackson's at the pick in front of him. Masadi directing traffic. Another pick set by Swiker. I'm looking at the wrong team. Swiker was in the last game. That was Sebastian Hamilton who set a pick. Revolution the other way. Tanner Mearns has it. And Mearns a shot. He scores. And correction, Mearns will get the assist. And I believe it is Ryan Carruthers who gets credit for the goal, and it is. So Tanner Mearns gets the assist on the Ryan Carruthers goal, and it's now 2-1 Revolution. Both goals today scored by Carruthers, about 10 minutes apart. Black Storm ball on the near circle. Eric Russo for Ryan Cook. Cook back to Jacob Snyder. Snyder, Russo between the circles, and Russo scores. An answer for the Black Storm, and we're evened up again, this time 2-2, under 90 seconds to play. It's a friendly back and forth banter there. Involving Jacob Snyder with Black Storm and his stature. Off the draw, it's another win by the Black Storm, and a shot was saved by Sid Johansson. And now it's Revolution ball with 50 seconds to go. Revolution across mid-range. Quick shot on goal, it's saved by Beal. Rebound bouncing around and sent wide into the corner. Storm will bring it up. Whistle sounds for a violation against the Storm. Revolution back on offense. Shot clock is not a factor. Game clock down to 25. And the one and only shot of this Revolution possession will be saved by Beal. Black Storm up the other way. Cook to the box. Box in that far circle into the corner. And slipping down there in front of us was Blake Askenaz, who cannot catch a break today, as he's on after getting hurt early on. His one shot goes wide. Rebound is back into the Revolution, and the horn will sound as time expires in this first period. We're through 15 at Rizzo Rink in the late game, and 30 more to come over the second and third periods. It's 2-2 in the first 15. Running clock to begin the second period. 14:50 says the game clock. 2-2 score. Off the draw, it's Black Storm possession being checked into the boards. There's number 77, Jake Stackpole, who is still not quite to his feet. Avoided major contact with the boards, though. But Stackpole, holding his hamstring area, is still come off for the Black Storm bench. So Stackpole will limp off or come off under his own power. It will remain 2-2, and we've seen two Black Storm players come off limping thus far. That's Askenaz and now Stackpole. We've seen Askenaz come back. Hopefully Stackpole can do the same as the Revolution's brief offensive possession will come up empty. It's back to Storm ball. Caden Zadell across the mid-ring around the blue line. Zadell out wide. Shot by Quinn. Rebound comes back out looking for, or almost to Lindsay. And Lindsay will now look for it back in his own defensive zone. The shot was not on goal, so the shot clock is down to 6 and now 5. Lindsay running out of time. Lindsay to the middle. Reuter in and out of his stick, and that'll be it. Shot clock violation against the Storm. Jaden Cox, the first pass for the Revolution. Cox to Andrew Butkus. Butkus back from McMillan. Scott McMillan between the circle and the blue line. McMillan to the middle looking for Bailey Verhofsky. Verhofsky was knocked down. Whistle sounds against the Revolution though, or against the Black Storm, pardon me. So it's the Revolution ball. Now Andrew Thomas the other way. Thomas will slowly bring in the ball. Thomas in front, behind the back shot, and turned away. And again, another player slipping down coming out of the Black Storm bench. This time, number 34, Stephen McLaughlin. McLaughlin, though, back to his feet, now cleanly on the floor. Another shot on goal, turned away. Askenaz gets the rebound. Centering feed for Cook, and now Cook's next pass is sailed high. Still stretching out behind us, Jake Stackpole. Ryan Cook, one of the guys on the floor at the moment. As Cook out from McLaughlin. McLaughlin back for Cook, but he couldn't get it. It's off the boards in front of the scorer's table. Cook out in front. A shot deflected and sent away. Save made again by Johansson. Now another shot, they score. And it's number 34, Stephen McLaughlin, with his first goal of the game and giving the Black Storm their first lead of the night. They've scored 3 of the last 4 in the game. 12 minutes to go. It's a 3-2 lead. Face off won by the Storm. Blake Askenaz has it between the midline and the blue line. Askenaz to Sergio Posadi. Posadi in the nearest circle. Posadi to Nick Fox. A Fox shot, saved Johansson. Rebound back to Fox. And shot, they score as Fox will get the assist. A quick shot by Matt Reuter off the pass. And it's now a 4-2 Storm lead. So 2 Storm goals to give them a 4-2 lead. Both within a minute of each other in the second period. Under 11 to go in the frame. And a violation off the draw against the Revolution. And the Storm now with a major momentum swing in the last couple minutes. Here's Quinn behind the back look. It's a one hop off the foot of Johansson, and it's an off netting behind them out of the play. There's Jeffrey Vedder around the midline. Vedder gives it back for McMillan. Scott McMillan to Tanner Mearns. Mearns has to go in and out of his stick. Lost the ball. The Storm are right back on it. Askenaz to Snyder. Snyder, Askenaz, and Askenaz another shot saved by Johansson. And Sid Johansson has seen a lot of shots so far today for the Revolution. Only has let 4 by though. Very solid performance thus far from him. Whistle sounds to begin the fresh possession. James Lindsay in the corner. Lindsay, Askenaz, spins, Askenaz, shot, turned away Johansson. The rebound is still loose, and now back into possession of the Revolution. And out of harm's way, it's cleared all the way down as Jaden Cox will hustle there. And Cox lost it in the lights as we go out of play off netting. Nick Fox in the main circle. Fox in deep. Spinning out of one defender is Snyder. And now Snyder to Nick Fox. Behind the back look is saved by Johansson. Jaden Cox has it around the blue line. Nick Fox right on him. Cox trying to get across. Cox lost the ball, swatted at, and scooped up by the Revolution. They barely keep it across. A backhand look and a pass toward Bailey Oroski. It'll come up empty. And Jacob Snyder has it in the middle. Snyder a shot, and Jacob Snyder scores. Correction, Snyder went to Ryan Cook. I didn't see that part, but Ryan Cook gets credit for the goal, and it's now 5-2 Storm. The timeout was called by the Revolution. We're back underway as the Revolution bench, a little bit furious and understandably so, as they've allowed 5 of the last 6 goals in the game to get by them. 5-2 lead for the Black Storm. They have scored 4 in a row, stemming from the second Ryan Carruthers goal, which came with 2:06 to play back in the first period. It's been about 10 minutes since the Revolution have scored a goal. The Black Storm have dominated time of possession in those 10 minutes. And they had a chance to get another one through again, but it was turned away. Stephen McLaughlin chasing one down. The shot clock just reset, though, as Blake Beal will drop it off from McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets it across from the shot clock at 17. Now a delayed call will go against the Revolution, so the Storm will be a man up. Beal subs off. Quick shot on goal turned away. Second chance is sent wide off the back netting out of the play. And the delayed call will now come to fruition. So we'll have 5-on-4 in favor of the Storm for what appears to be the next 2 minutes. So penalty against Andrew Ruiz, number 18, for a cross check. It'll be a 2-minute minor. Storm ball though. Lindsay to Ryan Cook. Cook back to Nick Fox. Fox down low. Askenaz had tried to tip it in, but unable to get it through. Behind the back again, Askenaz's shot turned away, and the rebound went sailing almost off the ceiling, but did not touch the officials, and it appeared to be the right call. Now the Revolution back the other way. The saves Thornton. Thornton the shot, and it's off the base of the arm pad with Beal, and sent all the way back down to Lindsay. 3-on-none for the Storm, and Lindsay capitalizes. James Lindsay puts one in the back of the net. 3 Storm members down there. No Revolution defenders to help out Johansson. And nothing the goalkeeper could do there. It's now 6-2 Storm. Face-off won by the Black Storm, pardon me. Matt Reuter gets the credit for it. Matt Reuter to Phil Reuter. Now Ryan Cook. Cook, center step between the circles, and Cook with a pass to Jacob Snyder. As Snyder is turned away. Now Nick Fox, shot clock to 7. Behind the back look by Fox, turned away. Shot clock will reset though. Now another one from Eric Russo is on the hop and eaten up by Johansson. Revolution ball, but just barely is back to 5-on-5 full strength. And coming off the bench was Andrew Trainer with the pass in front. Didn't quite get it anywhere. And now the Storm chasing the ball all the way back down their offensive zone. Ryan Cook is there in the corner. Cook to Askenaz around the blue line. Askenaz to Scott Jackson. Jackson to Ryan Cook. Cook to Russo, a shot saved. Rebound came back out to Snyder. Snyder, Askenaz. Jackson has the ball lofted in the air, caught by Cook. Slipping down was a Revolution defender. Jackson sends one just offline, high and wide to Johansson's left side. And now Johansson with possession, launching one down, and that might have caught the ceiling. They say it did. It took a weird hop on the floor, so that would make sense. Out of the play off the Revolution, and it's now Storm ball. Russo in the far circle. Shot saved by Johansson. That's one off the right shoulder pad. The rebound came back out to Jaden Cox. Now diving attempt over the top, denied by Johansson as he had the arm stretched out. That's a little lateral raise movement to keep the ball out. Jaden Cox between the circles, and Cox with a pass that went off the stick of his intended target. Recovered though by Ruiz here. Now Alex Fleming to Carruthers. Carruthers wants his third in on goal, and he beat Beal but sent it high. Shot clock will resets back to Black Storm ball. Lindsay the other way. Shot sliding saved by Johansson. Shot deflected off his foot, went out of play off the back netting. So out of play off the Storm. Should be Revolution ball. A whistle sounded. It appears to be a penalty issued here. And it'll be against the Black Storm. So the penalty is against the goaltender, Blake Beal. It'll be a 2-minute minor. Beal will remain on, though. But number 28 just is the penalty on the board. Revolution ball with a man up for the next minute, 20 seconds. Shot on goal. Save Beal. Rebound Carruthers in front. Carruthers another shot, and again turned away by Blake Beal. A minute and 9 seconds between the penalty clock and the game clock. And that is all the Black Storm will have time-wise in even strength. Still a minute left to kill on the man down. They have the ball as of now, though, and they're doing a good job of it. Caden Zadell looking for Nick Fox. Fox brings it in the corner. Shot clock to 6 to 5. Fox with stick check after stick check. Around 2 men. Fox's shot is offline and just off the net. That's a violation against the Storm. The Revolution want to hurry. Now they'll get the chance to Osage Thornton across mid-rank. Thornton hits up McMillan. McMillan to Jeffrey Vedder. McMillan, a shot off the chest pad of Beal. And with 20 seconds to play, the Storm can kill the penalty. Maybe not, as Nick Fox with a shot that's sent just wide, as he wanted a man down goal. And now over and back against the Storm. Posadi disagrees. It's Revolution ball. Final seconds to the penalty. Shot sent wide. Off the back of the pads of Beal, and now brought in. And the Storm have killed their second penalty of the game. All the way toward Scott Jackson, and Jackson at one bounce pass looking for Posadi, didn't quite get it to him. And now Bailey Orhosky sends one in deep looking for Carruthers, and that one as well didn't make it to his target. Now Carruthers has it back for Orhosky, it's sent wide. Game clock to 49 seconds and now ticking to 45. It's Revolution ball for at least the next 10 seconds. The shot clock down to 10. Knocked down was a Revolution player. Reuter made the hit. Shot clock to 2 to 1. They need a shot, and they got it. They may have got it off in time, but it was deflected and didn't quite make it to the net. And another message to the scorer's table will be relayed by our officials. And here's a timeout was called, and it was 21.1 seconds to play in the second. It is a 6-2 lead for the Black Storm as they have owned this spring. .21 seconds to play in this second. The Black Storm hoping for a 5-goal period, where the Revolution going scoreless. Shot on goal, save Johansson. Rebound back to Posadi, whips one on goal, that one turned away. Brian Cook scoops it up on the outskirts of the crease. Game clock to 4-3. Cook in the middle, a tie up, ball is loose. Askenaz a shot and sent wide. Askenaz the last look of the second period, but it comes up empty, and so did the Revolution in that 15 minutes. They have gone scoreless over the last 17 minutes and 6 seconds here at Rizzo Rink. And we'll see if they can change that come to the final 15. It's a 6-2 lead for the Storm. Running clock to begin this third period. 6-2 lead for the Black Storm. The Revolution hoping to end a over 17-minute long scoreless drought in the middle of this game. Face off won by one of the Rooters, and it's Rooter to Rooter on the first pass of the third period. Nick Fox will pick up the loose change, though, as neither one got clean possession. And now the Storm were retreating back to their defensive zone. Shot clock halfway expired as Beal will drop it off to Sean Quinn. Quinn taking his time across mid-range. Shot clock ticking down to 5. Nick Fox a shot on goal. It's saved Johansson. Lindsay knocks a man down, looking for space. He'll get it. Lindsay a shot. Saved Johansson again, knocked away. And redirected after Sean Quinn with a fresh clock. Quinn to Ryan Cook in the far corner. Cook centering feed. Fox a shot. Shoulder pad. Saved Johansson. And Sid Johansson, while the scoreboard may say 6, has been spectacular as that shot by Ryan Cook sent wide and goes to the back of the net behind Johansson. And now Johansson will pounce on it. Revolution ball. And pass sent wide. Here come the Storm. Nick Fox chasing that pass down the corner. Fox in the back of the crease, shot to Quinn, turned away by Johansson. Quinn tied up, took a shot, and the physical shot was absorbed. Now a shot from the top, and it's scored by Nick Fox, and that's 6 in a row for the Black Storm. Nick Fox make it 7-2 Black Storm, and they have run away with this one through the second period, now into the third. Storm ball. Briefly with it was Matt Reuter. Now will hold it. Being pressured up against the Revolution bench. Reuter in front. Matt to Phil, and Phil Reuter is called for the crease violation. Ball up across mid-ring. Carruthers takes the first pass. Ryan Carruthers from just inside the blue line. Carruthers now in front of the Storm bench. Carruthers tied up, had the ball knocked out of his stick, and scooped up now, sent ball almost wide. Saved by Blake Beal. McMillan took the shot. And I hear Stephen McLaughlin across mid-ring. McLaughlin to Askenaz. Askenaz a shot, and Askenaz scores. And the man who came off the floor injured earlier now have his first goal of the game, and it's 8-2 Storm. Face off, fought for, and scooped into the stick of James Lindsay. Lindsay gets the return feed. Now pressure to the corner. Behind the back attempt is sent just offline. Rebound played off the boards, and then the glance by Sean Quinn. Quinn with a one bouncer looking for Lindsay again. And it's deflected off his stick and off the glass and scooped up by the Revolution. Jose Thornton across mid-ring. Thornton by the junior side. At the top, hits up Carruthers to the blue line. Carruthers tied up. Carruthers now has the ball knocked loose, sent wide behind Beal. Shot clock more than halfway expired. Beal searching for it. Another shot 10% wide, and Beal deflects that one off the back netting, and it's back to Black Storm ball. The possession returned to the Storm. It's Ryan Cook with possession. Cook to Eric Russo. Russo looking for McLaughlin, but the pass is by him and all the way back down to Blake Beals into the net. Shot clock to 9-8. McLaughlin with some hustle. McLaughlin gets by his man. Now to the middle, McLaughlin a shot and saved by Johansson. But a great sequence with McLaughlin seeing the defender dish it off to Russo. Russo a good on-target return feed, but it comes up empty as Sid Johansson continues his solid day in net. Tanner Mertz in deep for the Revolution after dishing a pass off to Jeffrey Vetter. Butt kiss, shot sent wide. Diving attempt, turned away off a chest pad of Beal. And now Beal again, another great save. 3 good saves in a row for the Black Storm goaltender Blake Beal, turning away the Revolution. Back the other way comes Cook. Cook to Nick Fox, and Fox an off-angle shot, turned away by Johansson. Second chance by Cook is also sent wide. And now the whistles will sound, stoppage of play. And a penalty will be issued. And a crease violation against the Storm. Never mind. So it'll be a 2-minute minor against Tanner Mertz for stepping in the crease. James Lindsay on this near side. Lindsay gets the pass back. Gives to Nick Fox. Fox, Cook, back to Fox. Now Askenaz. Askenaz on target, he scores. 2 back-to-back goals, pardon me, for Blake Askenaz. And it's now 9-2 as the Black Storm get their second man-up goal of the game. They're 2 for 3. (9-2) Storm, 8 straight for the team in gray. The last time the Revolution scores a 2:06 to play in the first. That scoring drought now over 24 minutes long. The Revolution, though, will get the benefit of the doubt in the face-off as they drew a violation call against the Storm. Hoping to take advantage here. Macmillan end-to-end, a pass sent wide. Rebound played off the boards by Jeffrey Vetter. Vetter has Carruthers nearby him. Vetter charging in behind the net. Vetter to the top. A shot sent high and wide by Andrew Trainer. And now Beal with a sliding save attempt, but not needed. It winds up wide. And some language I can't say on the broadcast yelled by the Revolution sideline, which has been a little bit hot-headed over the last few periods, and understandably so. As Eric Russo was shot, and still mad he can't seem to get one past Sid Johansson tonight. Revolution up the floor as Andrew Butkiss subs on in front of us. Butkiss, send one to the middle, picked off. Back the other way, Eric Russo. Russo all the way in, turned away, Johansson. And Sid Johansson wins the one-on-none against Eric Russo. And it'll be Revolution ball. Behind the net, slipping down Carruthers. Needs help, Carruthers has the ball knocked loose. And slow to get up is Carruthers. Now wide open, Ryan Cook. Cook all the way in, turned away again by Sid Johansson. And when given a chance, he has been spectacular tonight. Now back-to-back saves on fast breaks by the Black Storm. Shot sent wide, Carruthers. This would have been wide. It's caught the side of the pad of Beal. The save will be registered. And now a timeout. Well, not a timeout, a stoppage of play. But a penalty will be issued. So a 2-minute minor against the Black Storm bench for 6 men on the floor. Blake Beal will jog back into his own net. A minute 37 remains on the Revolution man up. 5:07 to go in the game. And Carruthers wide at one, tried to get it on goal but could not. Went out of play but deflected off the Storm. Last touch by the team in gray, and the Revolution are back on it. Shot clock will reset on the first possession. Jeffrey Vedder, a pass to and fro. And Andrew Trainer tracked it down but couldn't bring it in. Trainer, a pass to the middle, is lofted up in the air, caught in midair and brought back the other way by Sean Quinn. Quinn up the floor, and Quinn hits up Caden Zadell. And Zadell will get his first goal of the game in a one-on-one fast break, and the Storm have reached 10 on the night. So Caden Zadell, the man down goal for the Storm, 5-on-4. 37 seconds will remain on the man up for the Revolution, and a timeout called by the Revolution sideline. This one all but over in favor of the Black Storm, as they have dominated the second and now third periods of this game. 10-2 lead for the team in gray. Thank you, sorry. Face-off won by the Storm, caught in midair by Nick Fox. Fox forces the issue, an off-speed shot, which was not intentional. Now a whip-on goal by Sean Quinn. They sent through the legs of Johansson, but wide. Revolution in front, and the Revolution score. Diving in front was number 97, Ryan Carruthers, and Carruthers will end the Revolution scoreless drought, as he has all three today for the Revolution. So the scoreless drought ends at just under 29 minutes of gameplay at Rizzo Rink tonight. A tough scene for the Revolution offense, but Brian Carruthers has a hat trick on the day, so if there's any positive to come out of it, and silver lining for the Revolution, it is that. James Lindsay has it on the near side. Lindsay between the circles, pressured away, goes into the main one now, and now this is for Posadi. Posadi in front, stick was hit, shot came off weird, and Jaden Cox will pick up the ground ball. 2:40 to go in the game. 10-3 Storm. Jaden Cox will work his way up the floor. He finds Jeffrey Vedder. Vedder gives to the hot hand Carruthers. Carruthers shot sent wide to Beal, and deflection off the glass back out to Askenaz. Carruthers is tight knit on Askenaz, and now Askenaz pump fakes to Cook. Keep it himself still. Now goes to the middle. Reuter a shot deflected straight up, and will go off the I-95 made sealer. Under 2 to go in regulation time. The Storm will win this game. Just comes down to what the final score will be. The Revolution hoping to make it look a little bit better. 10-3 Storm at the moment. Tanner Mearns between the circles. Mearns in the middle. Butkus dropped the ball, and now Butkus is back on it. Or pardon me, the Storm are back on it. And the Storm will move it all the way in. Posadi a shot. That one found iron. It rattles off. It comes back off the boards in front of the Revolution bench. Scooped up by Jacob Snyder. Snyder in for Cook. Cook driving in. Shot, he scores. And Ryan Cook will have his second of the day. So Cook has his second. He, Askenas, and that is it. So him and Blake Askenas are the only two members of the Black Storm with multiple goals today. The stick goes flying from Matthew Reuter. He catches it in midair, a cool trick with a revolution the other way.